Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to use a few simple commands to navigate the Unix file system. So first of all, I'm going to open a program called terminal. So this is also called a shell. It's a command interpreter through which you can run all kinds of programs to make the system do things. It's very handy. It's an alternative to the graphical user interface. So here you see a blinking cursor and the dollar symbol. So this is called the prompt. So that shows the system is ready to receive our commands. And so I can type something that it recognizes, right? So it will give us the result. If you type a command that doesn't exist, it will give you an error message. There are many commands you can use. Lots of them are built into the system, and we're going to learn them as we go. And you can also write your own programs or scripts that you can run on the command line. So here, if you type a command, you can use up arrow key to bring back the command, so you can save some typing. So this is called history. And you can, I'm going to show you the three most commonly used commands. So how to navigate the file system. So the first command, so when you open the terminal, it will take you to your current directory. So the system keeps track of your current directory. So for example, if you go to the graphical user interface, you see your home directory, which is your default current directory. So when you log into the shell, to the terminal using a shell program, you'll see this so I'm going to use a command. I will talk about this. So you'll see some, if you list what's in the current directory, you'll see some directories or files. So in a Unix system, the file system is structured like a tree, right? So it starts from a root, denoted using the / symbol. Underneath, they'll have other directories, files, and so on and so forth. So under home, we have user directories. So for each user, there's a home directory. Underneath, the user can create other directories, and so on and so forth. So it's a tree structure. So it turned out that we have this handy program that shows us this tree. So tree tilde. So tilde is a special symbol. It represents the home directory of the current user, right? So now it shows me that under root, we have home directory, a directory called home. Under home, we have my own directory, and underneath I have some directories, and so on and so forth, right? So now that's the directory structure, and you may wonder what is my current directory, or what is the directory we're current in. So the first command is called pwd, print working directory. So as we navigate this tree, and you can always type pwd, and it's going to show you where you are in this format, right? So yeah, so let's introduce another command. So cd stands for change directory, allows us to go from another directory. So I'm going to use this. So this is a command that takes us to the documents. We have to tell it which directory to change to. There are two ways to specify the location of the target directory. This is called absolute path, right? Recall the tree. We have a tree. It always starts from the root, so we can. This is very specific, right? This will take us to that directory. And then I'm going to type cd without any arguments. It's going to take me back to my home directory, right? So if I'm in my home directory, another way to go to documents is just simply type documents, because I have the document directory directly under my home directory, right? So ls shows that I have a directory right here. So this is called a relative path. This is another way to go to your a directory that is relative to where you are. So now let me go. Okay, another thing I showed is called auto completion. As you type your directory, if you hit tab, it's gonna auto complete for us. So in my home directory, I have two directories. Let's start with the DO, right? So it's ambiguous, and the system gonna tell you there's two ways to auto complete. If you type one more letter and tab, it's gonna complete that for you. So now if I type pwd, I'm currently in the documents directory. If I type ls, nothing is there. So we can create a test file using a touch command. Now we have something to look at. Another command I want to tell you is use cd to go one level up, right? Recall that documents is directly under my home directory, so cd ... will change the current directory to my home directory. We can verify that. And then cd dash will take us to the previous directory we are in. Okay, so now if we want to go 2 levels up, we can do ... That's a relative path, right? It's a special symbol that represents the parent. But if you want to go to the parent of the parent, we can use ... slash ... right? So now this takes us to the user home directory. So that's I'm gonna stop here. In this video, we learned pwd, we learned ls, and we learned cd. Right? There are different ways to use it.